Hello everyone, welcome to this series on literary terms and theories. And in this video, we are going to discuss the agrarian movement in Germany and America. Introduction. The early 20th century witnessed a profound cultural and social shift towards agrarianism in both Germany and America. This movement, often encapsulated in the slogans "Back to grassroots," "Back to the soil," and "Back to nature," reflected a growing disillusionment with industrialization and urbanization. It was a response to the perceived loss of traditional values, community, and connection to the land. One of the notable figures in this movement was the American writer Sherwood Anderson, whose work exemplified the ideals and sentiments of this agrarian revival. Historical context. The agrarian movement emerged against the backdrop of rapid industrial growth and urban expansion. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, both Germany and America experienced significant technological advancements and economic development, leading to an influx of people into cities. This urban migration created a stark contrast between the bustling, often chaotic urban life and the serene, idealized rural existence. Many intellectuals, artists, and writers began to romanticize rural life, seeing it as a sanctuary from the alienation and dehumanization of urban environments. Ideals of the agrarian movement. The agrarian movement was grounded in a few core ideals. Return to simplicity. Advocates of the movement believed that rural life offered a simpler, more authentic existence. They emphasized the importance of manual labor, self-sufficiency, and living in harmony with nature. Community and tradition. The movement valued the close-knit, communal aspects of rural living. It championed the preservation of traditional customs, practices, and social structures that were perceived to be eroding in the face of modernization. Ecological harmony. There was a strong emphasis on ecological sustainability and the belief that humans should live in balance with the natural world. This involved promoting sustainable farming practices and a lifestyle that minimized environmental impact. The agrarian movement in Germany. In Germany, the agrarian movement was influenced by various philosophical and cultural currents, including Romanticism and the Lebensreform or life reform movement. The Lebensreform movement, which began in the late 19th century, advocated for a holistic approach to health and lifestyle, promoting vegetarianism, natural medicine, and a return to nature. This movement dovetailed with the agrarian ideals of simplicity and ecological harmony. German intellectuals like Ludwig Klegz and Karl Wilhelm Diefenbach were vocal proponents of the back-to-nature ethos. They criticized the industrial age for its materialism and environmental degradation, advocating instead for a return to a more pastoral way of life. The agrarian movement in America. In America, the agrarian movement found expression through the works of writers and thinkers who idealized rural life. Sherwood Anderson, a central figure in this movement, captured the essence of small-town America in his writing. His most famous work, Winesburg, Ohio, 1919, is a collection of interconnected short stories that paint a vivid picture of life in a small Midwestern town. Anderson's writing is characterized by its deep empathy for the common folk and its exploration of the inner lives of ordinary people. Anderson's portrayal of rural life highlighted both its simplicity and its complexities. While he celebrated the authenticity and community of small-town existence, he did not shy away from depicting its darker, more confining aspects. This nuanced portrayal contributed to a richer understanding of the agrarian ideal and its real-life manifestations. Comparing with philosophical accounts. Romanticism. The agrarian movement shares similarities with Romanticism in its idealization of Nature and Critique of Industrialization. Both advocate for a return to natural, simpler ways of living and value the emotional and spiritual connections to the land. Existentialism. While existentialism focuses on individual existence and personal meaning, it can intersect with agrarian ideals in its emphasis on authentic living and the rejection of superficial societal norms. Examining traditional arguments. Industrialization versus agrarianism. Traditional arguments against industrialization highlight its dehumanizing effects, environmental degradation, and erosion of community values. Agrarianism counters these by advocating for a return to rural life, emphasizing ecological sustainability, community bonds, and traditional values. Urbanization versus rural living. Urbanization is often critiqued for creating alienation and a disconnect from nature. Agrarianism promotes rural living as a means to achieve a more balanced, harmonious existence. Legacy and impact. The agrarian movement, with its call for a return to the land and to simpler ways of living, left a lasting impact on both German and American culture. It influenced a wide range of areas from literature and art to environmentalism and sustainable agriculture. The movement's emphasis on ecological balance and sustainable living resonates strongly in contemporary discussions about environmental stewardship and climate change. Moreover, the agrarian movement's critique of industrial society and its valorization of rural life continue to inspire modern back-to-land movements. These contemporary movements, while different in many respects, share the same fundamental desire for a more meaningful and sustainable way of living. Conclusion. The agrarian movement of the early 20th century, with its calls to back to grassroots, back to the soil, and back to nature, was a significant cultural phenomenon in both Germany and America. It represented a yearning for simplicity, community, and ecological harmony in the face of rapid industrialization and urbanization. Figures like Sherwood Anderson captured the spirit of this movement in their work, offering a nuanced and empathetic portrayal of rural life. The legacy of the agrarian movement endures, continuing to inspire those who seek a more sustainable and authentic existence. So this was the discussion on the agrarian movement in Germany and America. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other topic. Until then, goodbye and thank you.